up, YouTube massive, podcast massive, the gram, whatever social media platform you're listening or hearing or watching, same thing. What's up? How's everyone doing? First things first, I got new glasses. My other ones broke. Had them for like 11 years. Technically, they didn't really break. I actually stepped on this side of them and they snapped. And the funny story is, I took my old ones to the optician and I said to her, I want something similar to these. She held them and they snapped in half, so that they were gone. I had them for like 11 years, man. So these are my new ones. They're a bit heavier than my previous ones, but overall, you know, as long as I don't get headaches like I was when my other ones broke, because I was waiting for these to come, I'm all good. Secondly, I haven't been on YouTube for about over a week, and that's the same with social in general, in all of my social media platforms, and that's literally because I've been fasting. It's the holy month of Ramadan, and the reason I couldn't produce any content, or I was doing bursts of content now and again, was just due to the fact that I was just tired, lightheaded. I was just kind of sleepy, and I just couldn't do anything, and I didn't want to push myself and get sick. Ramadan finishes basically on May the 23rd or 26th. 26th of May is my birthday. So within that period, when it finishes, I'll be producing daily content, of course, on social. So that being said, this vlog / podcast is basically going to be me just really breaking down what I've been up to the last week and so forth. So the first thing that I really couldn't do was produce content due to, I'll just explain why. So I started catching up basically on TV shows and movies, and the first movie I actually watched was a movie that I totally forgot about, but due to it being advertised and so forth, I watched it. And of course, I'm speaking about Chris Hemsworth's new Netflix movie called Extraction, which of course, if you don't know who Chris Hemsworth is, obviously you do. Chris Hemsworth has obviously been playing Thor within the past 10-11 years in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So when I watched the trailer for Extraction, I was like, wow, because it was like a 3-minute trailer. I was like, this is kind of crazy. This is nuts. Like, and I was like, is it going to be good? Is it going to be good? It's like Chris Hemsworth doing this, you know, like a James Bond / John Wick movie. I was like, is it going to be good? Chris Hemsworth. I watched it and I really loved it. I mean, it was very emotional. It was a very subtle, emotional movie. The action scenes were just nuts. It was super bloody. Like it was basically like watching a John Wick movie. But it was fast paced, but it had more blood, more gore, and it had more close up fight scenes. They were just so cool. I mean, it was insane. I never knew it was gonna be that raw. From seeing the trailer, I saw a little bit of like people getting killed, like headshots and so forth, but I never knew basically it was going to be that good and that raw. And I really enjoyed it, and it was nice to see Chris Hemsworth basically stepping out of course, playing Thor, Odin's son, the God of Thunder, and basically taking up this new role. I really enjoyed it. I really hope there's a part 2 and part 3, 4, and 5, because it's I think, in my opinion, it's a franchise that can really, really explode, like the John Wick franchise. So the synopsis basically is you have, I believe the movie is set in India. I think it's set in India, where you have two drug lords, right? And basically one of the drug lords basically is in prison, and his son gets kidnapped for ransom by another drug lord. And then Chris Hemsworth basically is that guy that has to come in and extract the kid basically, and basically save him. And it's just a very emotional basically story in regards to his journey and how he basically became that dude that was extracting people and killing people as well. He's like a slash hitman, and it was a very emotional story, but it was very well done. It was a fast-paced movie. I really enjoyed it. There was less talking from Chris Hemsworth and more action, just like Keanu Reeves' John Wick. So I really liked it. I enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it on your Netflix basically watch list. And yeah, it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to see something different, because I mostly just watch superhero movies, and I don't really watch any other type of movies because the majority of them just kind of just suck, man. The movies they've been bringing out lately have just been totally just bad. I enjoy movies like The Matrix. I enjoy movies like Lord of the Rings. I enjoy I like those murder movies like Who Did It, because it allows me to use my mind. What else do I like? Animation movies. The last animation movie I saw was Spider-Man, is it Into the Spider-Verse? Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. That was dope because I really enjoyed the comics. So for me to watch the movie, it was so cool because it was laced with Easter eggs from the comic book. So it was an amazing, well done movie, and the animation was really, really cool. I enjoyed the culture. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed seeing my favorite characters on screen. It was an amazing, well put together movie, and I really hope we basically get to see, of course, part two and part two's been confirmed. But I hope they also keep it as a franchise because it's really, really cool. Like it would really make like a cool TV show. Like honestly, it would. Like Into the Spider-Verse. Like put it on Netflix. Give me a TV show of Into the Spider-Verse. It was a really well put together movie, and I just enjoyed the colors because I'm a sucker for colors. I love colors. I'm a colorful guy, so I love colors. So it was well put together. The Stan Lee cameo got me. I was like, oh man, Stan Lee. It was so emotional. But yeah, I haven't seen a movie, a good movie like that in a very, very, very long time. So I look forward to hopefully seeing more good movies this year and of course next year. Before I move forward to watching the Netflix shows, basically, of course, TV shows, I caught up basically on my favorite TV show, The Blacklist, starring James Spader as Raymond Red Reddington. It's on season 7. I'm not going to go basically on the backstory of what The Blacklist is really about, but just to basically put it into perspective, season 1 starts off basically Raymond Reddington is the biggest criminal in the whole world. He mysteriously surrenders himself to the FBI in season 1 and it pops off from there. Season 7 has been a blast. Finally getting to see, of course, Katerina Rostova, which is of course Lizzie's mum, and it's nice. That's been building up from season 1 to season 7. To finally see her, she's a beast. She's a savage. She's really in a way playing Red, like as playing him mentally. But then you're thinking, does Red actually know what she's doing? Because she gets killed off in season 7, but she comes back. No, she gets killed off in the one of the episodes in season 7, and then she basically at the end of the episode, Liz is crying, and then she calls her, and then she's alive. So you're thinking, did Red actually know that she was shot? Because he saw her getting shot up in front of her, but did he basically know that she wasn't really dead? Anyway, if you're not following me with this, like, that's cool, because for me to explain it, it's gonna take a long time. I recommend every single person to watch The Blacklist season 1 to 7. Season 1 so far has been very, very. It's been very, very good. I'm really enjoying it. Some of the blacklisters basically on that show, like this season, has been totally nuts. Like totally nuts. Like you had this woman basically who was sexually abused by this guy, and she gave birth to the baby. He got locked up in prison, and what she did was she got revenge on him by literally locking him up in her basement. And every single person that basically it could have been like politicians and so forth that basically didn't allow women, I think, to have abortions or do what they want to do with their body. She would actually kidnap them and actually impregnate them basically with estrogen, and use the person that raped her basically she would impregnate them basically with his semen, and they would actually give birth to the babies. I was like, that's nuts, man. That is really, really, really nuts. Like, one thing about the Blacklist, some of the blacklisters they have in the show is just insane. It's just insane. Like, some of my favorite blacklisters, the Alchemist, basically, the Stew Maker, the Vem, the Courier. Like, there's so many blacklisters in this series that makes me just go like, wow. But the blacklister that I just spoke about, her, she was insane, man. She got caught at the end, but like she was insane. It was insane. And one thing I like about the Blacklist is it's a show that makes you think. It keeps you guessing. There's always twists and turns. It's such a well put together written show. If it ever was put into a movie, it'll be crazy. be a crazy movie, and you have to love the main character, Raymond Red Reddington. Like, he's just a beast. He's a savage. Like, he'll oh man, like, seriously, it's an amazing show to watch, and I'm happy it's been picked up for season 8. Okay, it's such a well put together written show. Every episode makes you think. You can't expect what's gonna happen from this particular show, or particular episode. Like, season 1 was amazing. Season 1 was bad. Like, I loved it so much. So I binge watched within 2 days from episode 4 to episode 17. So I'm waiting for episode 18 to come out, I believe, on the 12th of May, which is, I believe, not this week, I think it's next week. I believe there's only 22 episodes or 21. I'm looking forward to see what transpires, because Red, the main character, I don't know what he has. He has like a disease or illness, and he's literally about to die. And I'm like, oh man, you can't kill him off. You can't kill off Red. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm looking forward to see if there's a cure, like what's gonna happen. Apparently, I saw the trailer for the next episode, and he's trying to find a successor basically. So apparently he might pick Liz. Who knows? But overall, I basically watched that. Then I watched basically Afterlife, which I haven't actually finished watching it as we do this video. I'm on episode 5, season 2. So it's basically, I like it because it's 2 seasons so far, and there's 6 episodes, and each episode is half an hour long. So it's pretty cool to you can watch all season 1 and season 2 within like a few hours, or like a day and a half. Like, it's very, very simple. So it's about basically the main character, Tony. His wife dies of cancer, and it's basically about his life and how he's surviving his depression, how emotional he gets, just him trying to cope with the death of his wife who died of breast cancer, and he can't cope, and then it just shows you basically what he goes through. And of course, the star of the show is Ricky Gervais, and I hope I pronounced that right, because my pronunciations are really, really bad, and he's a comedian at heart. So it's not like it has loads of comedy. It's comedic, it's funny, it has humor in there, it's emotional at times, and it makes you think basically, how life is. One time, like, you can see someone today and tomorrow they pass away, and it's like, how do you handle it? And it's a very well put together show, because it's like he tries to move on with his life, but he can't because he misses his wife, and it's just very emotional. He tries to cope, he tries to put up a happy face, and he's still happy, and no, he's still like miserable inside. So like, season 1 was just literally about him just trying to kill himself. Like, every single pretty much of the episodes, he was trying to just kill himself, because he was like, he couldn't live without his wife. But every time he tried to do it, basically his dog came about, and he was like woof, 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 and he was like, oh man, cool. So even though he wanted to kill himself, he couldn't actually go through with it. And so the whole show basically is literally just about him. Really, like, season 1, about him being miserable, being suicidal, wanting to kill himself, and he just doesn't care about anything. He's the most miserable person on the planet, because he's feeling sorry for himself. He's lost his wife. Like, it's a very, very emotional, dark, humor, fun, comedic show. And of course, the other characters basically are really humorous and fun, and they really like add to his persona, and they help to build him up and so forth. So it's an amazing, well put together show. I really hope there's like more seasons. Heard it's been picked up for season 3, which is amazing. But I really, really enjoyed it. It's a show that I thought I would never actually enjoy, period. I was like, I'm actually liking the show. Like, the show's kind of dope, because it's a show that I would never watch. But because I knew he was starring in it, and the speech that he gave in the global, is it the global globes, in the global awards? I don't know. Where he just destroyed the people in the audience, basically. Like, I thought this guy is comedic, he's funny. I've heard of him before, but I've never actually spent time to consume any of his videos or content. But when I heard it was him that was doing the show with Afterlife, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. So after I finished watching Extraction, then I watched The Blacklist, then I basically said, you know what, now I'm going to watch Afterlife, and I basically watched it. So I've got 2 more episodes to watch, and I'm completely done with season 2. And the next thing I'm going to watch, because I basically have, what do you call it? I finally basically have a list on Netflix. I actually just got Netflix literally just a few days ago still. Come on, load up. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, cool. So here's my list, people. So my list is basically, oops, what's this? There we go. So these are the shows I have not basically seen yet. And I know, like when people listen to this or watch this, they're gonna be like, bro, you're still stuck in 2019. Yeah, man, I am still. So I need to, on my list on Netflix is Star Trek Discovery. I am not okay with this, which is new. The Last Kingdom, which caught my attention. The Witcher. Afterlife, I'm currently watching. Sabrina. The Umbrella Academy. Stranger Things Season 3. I know I haven't seen any of these shows. And not to mention, I still haven't seen The Mandalorian either. So, which basically what I might do is, because Disney Plus, I still get like a free 7-day trial. So I'm going to just use Disney Plus and see what the interface is like and see what it's saying. So yeah, the Umbrella Academy, I look forward to seeing it. Sabrina, definitely, because I love the show. The Witcher, of course, it's a must watch. Star Trek Discovery, I'm looking forward to watching it because I've seen Star Trek Picard, and Star Trek Picard was dope. I never watched all of the episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation, but Star Trek Picard, dark, amazing, loved it. Each episode was just dope. Shout out to my friend Kelvin B. Johnson, boy. And like, when I showed him about Star Trek Picard, he was like, he watched it, he was like, kind of sick. It is, and it's really, really sick. So if you're not a Star Trek fan, watch Star Trek Picard, because it's really an amazing show. It's dark, it's intense, it's action-packed, and it's just, each character they're just dope. And it's really cool. And of course, if you've seen Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek The Next Generation, you understand it more. But if you're new to the show, you can still actually watch it and basically just watch it. It's a very good show, man. It's good. I never knew it would be that dark, period. I never knew any Star Trek show would be that dark. And obviously people are saying Star Trek Discovery is supposed to be hard. UK slang for it's supposed to be good, epic, dope and amazing. So I'm definitely going to watch that. And that's pretty much my list that I basically have for Netflix. So I literally look forward to watching all of these shows and of course giving you guys my take on them and my review. And I'm really excited to basically just be first of all, I'm happy to be doing this vlog because it makes me happy to just do the things that I love to do. It's very interesting and fun. Like when I produce my content, I get so happy and excited because it's things that I just love to do. I love to make videos. I love to create content. I love to talk. I love to socialize, which is why basically I'm so dope on social media. It's because I'm a sociable person that understands people. Some people are gifted in basketball. Some people are gifted in being artists, being comedians, being DJs, musicians, and so forth. Me, I'm just gifted basically, and of course, in being able to communicate with people and just be a lot of people like me because of the person I am, so I'm very likable, which allows me to really tap deep into the culture around and substance of social media and really allows me to grow my empire just based on kindness, empathy, love, and bringing you as much value as I possibly can. Oh, quick note, you won't see this on the podcast or hear this on the podcast, but here we go over here. That's my turntables. So basically, I DJ too, and it's something that I've been kind of slipping on and slacking on. I need to really, I need to basically really go deep into my DJing, which I really want to, but I need to. I've been saying this for a long time, but I'm like, I don't do it. One thing I want to do is really set up my live stream properly and really start streaming more basically online when Ramadan is over. And side note, I don't need to go yet, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is I have over like 9,000 emails I need to go through, and they all contain all new music that I actually need to download and actually play for you beautiful people. So that's something I'm going to be doing from now to the end of Ramadan. Literally in a nutshell, that's pretty much literally it. One thing I wanted to just basically speak upon is basically this book. It's called Awakening of Intelligence by J. Krishnamurti. It's an amazing book. If you're someone that wants to understand thought, time, meditation, the substance of these topics and everything else. He deals with the essence of fear. He deals with the essence of meditation, the essence of the mind, the body, and the soul. And one thing I love about J. Krishnamurti is he basically was a dude that just spoke to you and spoke the truth to you from what he knew. And what I'm trying to say by that is he didn't read any books. He didn't quote anybody. When he speaks, you can't really parrot or copy his style because he's just speaking to you. So there's nothing to copy, which made him completely unique. And obviously he passed away, I believe, in 1985 or 1986. But this book is a must-have if you're into, I don't know, if you're into psychology, or if you want to know the essence of basically how the mind and thoughts work. If you want to know how thoughts manifest and how they work and what thought is, it's an amazing book. And all of these books basically, of course, he never writ any of these books apart from one, which I believe it's called The Little Pocket Book of J. Krishnamurti, if I'm not mistaken correctly. But all of these books basically were basically his interviews and his talks, and the questions that he was asked, they were all literally put into books. So if you flick through the book, basically it's just conversations, and it's very interesting to see how he conversates and how he drops so much jewels and gems basically. And of course, for the podcast massive, if you're listening to this, obviously you are, the book is called The Awakening of Intelligence, and you can pick this up now on any online stores, Amazon, eBay. I believe it's available in the ebook. Side note, I can't read ebooks. I can't do it. Cannot do it, man. It's just not me. I need to feel and smell the energy in the pages of these books. So it's a must-read book. Here it is one more time. Please get it. It's a must-read for every single person. It was an eye-opener for me. In a nutshell, people, that's pretty much me done for today's new vlog. And of course, I had to shave, and the reason I had to shave yesterday was because the barbers are closed down due to the coronavirus lockdown, which meant basically my facial hair was growing like Wolverine, so I had to go and literally shave. So that being said, peeps, hope everyone is well, and of course doing well. As always, make sure you smash that YouTube subscribe button, smash the YouTube bell button.